Hi guys, Hamster here. I got a flashlight I want to share with you guys. This is the Surefire E1B, also known as the backup. And this is the flashlight I carry every day. This is my EDC light. I've found this light to be extremely effective and functional and lightweight, and it's something I will carry every day and I do not forget. I do not go anywhere without this flashlight. This is my flashlight of choice for everyday carry, for self-defense and for an emergency situation. And I'll share with you why I feel that, and then what I've done to make the light better and more functional for me. And I think it would make it a better light and maybe make it an option for you if you're looking for a high quality light. First off, this is made by Surefire, high quality. All aluminum construction. It's got an integrated pocket clip, tactical tail cap switch. I really like the tactical tail cap switch because no matter which way I pull it out, I don't have to fumble for an on button. I pull this out, I hold it, my thumb automatically falls right into position to turn the light on every single time. I can't stress enough having a quality light on you, but also carrying consistently the same light and training with the light. You need to train with the light, and you need to carry the same light to become proficient with it. Now this is an LED powered light, so this is fairly bright and fairly indestructible. It is powered by a single 123 lithium battery, single 3-volt battery, which gives you quite a bit of capabilities and a long shelf life, and easy enough to carry a spare battery in the watch pocket of your pants. So there's no reason not to have a spare battery for this. Now this light, I think, is effective as a defensive tool because the way the interface works on this, when it's a dual mode light, by the way, it's 2 modes, but when you turn it on, it initially always turns on in the high output mode, which is very important for self-defense. You don't want to be scrolling through low, medium, high strobe. You don't want this thing to be very complicated. You want to turn on high. A lot of times I prefer a single output light, so there is less for me to screw up, because if there's something to screw up, eventually I may screw it up. But this light has dual modes, but it comes on in the high output first every single time, and so for that I can live with that, and I get some other benefits because of that. Now this is a dual mode, like I said. It is a 110 lumen output, and it is also a 5 lumen output. The 5 lumen is actually fairly decent to be able to illuminate and see and to be able to move around a room. The tail cap switch is either momentary or click on, so you can either do it momentary and let off, or you can click it on and click it off. To change between the two lights, you just turn it on, let off for a second, turn it right back on, and you can switch sections. You do the same thing and you're right back to high again. Click it on, stays on. So it's a pretty effective tool. It does have a scalloped front bezel, so it is a striking tool. You can use this for a strike because it does have a scalloped front bezel. Being that it's only 110 lumen, it still is bright enough to blind an adversary. Because I think what Surefire did here, this is using a perfectly smooth reflector with their focus lens. This has what Surefire calls their TIR, internal reflective lens system. So this light is extremely focused beam. So you'll concentrate almost all your light on a single point. It's extremely focused, but yet it still has enough spill here. You can see the very focused beam, very nice beam, no weird artifacts there. If you're shining that in somebody's face, there is no dark spots to where some of their eyes may not be covered. This is in their face. Their entire face is getting all 110 lumens, but yet you still have enough spill in the room for you to have situational awareness but not blinding yourself. But that is a very focused beam, so it makes it seem more powerful than it is, and also being very focused, it gives it a lot more reach. This thing will throw out quite a bit farther because of that lens system. So this is the Surefire E1B. It does have a pocket clip, and the pocket clip is a dual clip design. And what do I mean by that? riding in your jeans, it will clip on and ride right there. So it rides really nice in the jeans. It's lightweight. Some of the drawbacks is the tail cap is exposed, and you are prone to bumping that, getting in and out of your pocket, and activating your light, and possibly having your light, you know, come on and be clicked and left on. That is the downside of this tail cap. This also does not have much traction on it at all. It's very smooth, which for an everyday carry will not tear up my pants. The pocket clip is very smooth. It's not tearing up my jeans. This is not tearing up my jeans. Big plus on that. Downside is it doesn't have a lot of traction to grab. And it's just a teeny bit short to hold as a striking weapon. But the dual clip, like I said, it's got a dual clip, so it's made to ride on your pants. Also, the clip can be, it's spring loaded, can be sprung up in the other position, which means it can be put onto a hat and effectively turned into a headlamp. This would be perfect in 5 lumen, clip it on my hat if I had to evacuate a building, say there was a fire, a power outage, an earthquake. I needed to get out of some place. I needed my hands free. This could easily clip onto my hat or some other part of my clothing and leave my hands free to illuminate the way out. So a pretty effective little clip. It's like I said, it doesn't tear up your clothes. 110 lumens on the output on high, 5 lumens on low. Runtime, 1.3 hours on high, 37 hours on low. So in a survival situation, I got 37 hours of light on 5 lumens in the event of a disaster, natural disaster. You know, like I said, I need to get out, and the fact that I can carry a spare battery, have another 37 hours on low, it makes this light an extremely good light, but it's not quite perfect. I would like to see this. What I have done to this light, this is not the configuration I carried in. The problems with this tail cap, like I talked about, are a few. So there is an option to get rid of this tail cap. Surefire does make other tail caps, and what I have is a Z68 tail cap from Surefire. You can see here it's knurled, provides me some traction, it's flared. It also completely covers the tail cap. The flashlight doesn't operate any differently with this tail cap in place. I have the exact same interface where comes on high first time right away. I can click it on and it stays on, so it operates exactly the same. It just physically fits in my hand a little different. So now you can see that the tail cap is now shrouded and protected, so I don't have any more accidental activations. The flashlight is about 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 inch longer. It is so it's slightly longer, and I have a little bit of traction here on this knurled section here, and it's flared. So now it fits in my hand just a little bit better. So now I got a hold of it. It's kind of locked in because of the head right here, and then the tail cap, it's kind of locked into my hand. It's not coming out. I can still activate the tail cap, and it's much easier to use as a striking weapon. So the Surefire E1B with the Surefire Z68 tail cap is the setup I run, and I could not be happier than I am with this setup. There are also 4 holes on that, so which allow you to attach a lanyard if you want to run this deep in your pocket and have a lanyard. Having the shrouded tail cap not only protects from accidental activation, but it does allow me to, let me just move this out of the way, to tail stand this flashlight. So I could basically put this on 5 lumens and then just tail stand it in a room and use that as an emergency candle. So it's an emergency light and it's a defensive light also. Like I said, it does have the scalloped bezel. You can use it as a striking weapon. Adding the addition of the Z68 tail cap makes the Surefire E1B an outstanding everyday carry light. But like I said, you got to carry the same flashlight and you got to train with it. Carrying a different flashlight every day, you're not going to be familiar with it when it comes down time to use it in any kind of emergency. So if you're looking for a decent little light to carry, I could not recommend the Surefire E1B anymore, as long as it has a Z68 tail cap. I wish you could buy it in this configuration, but you can't. I haven't found it anywhere yet, but you can easily order the tail cap, and it's a Surefire product, so the fit, the finish, the coloration are perfect, and the quality is also the same. So if you're looking for a great light, check out the Surefire E1B. Thanks for watching.